Welcome back. Well, time now to do the news. And Kofi Owusu-Ansah is ready. Kofi, good morning.
Good morning.
Take us away. What do you have?
Well, we have the latest on Alfred Woyome's appearance in court yesterday. And the National Economic Forum is scheduled to officially begin today, yet the opposition will not be part of it to find out why.
Yeah. Is it short notice?
Welcome to the news segment on Daybreak. My name is Kofi Owusu-Ansah. In our very first story, embattled businessman Alfred Agbeshi Woyome appeared at the Financial Division of the Accra Fast Track High Court yesterday morning to continue with his evidence in chief. Now, in the case involving 51 million Ghana cedi judgment debt paid him by the state, Kojo Asantidofo has filed this report.
Alfred Agbeshi Woyome continued his evidence-in-chief today at the Financial Division of the Fast Track High Court with the aid of his counsel, lawyer Osafo Boabeng. The embattled businessman, who was consistent as compared to last week when the judge, John Ajet Nassam, had to adjourn the case because of the variation in his evidence, provided proofs of documents to show how some government officials gave approval for him to seek funding for the building of some stadia. He also stated in court that he was responsible for looking for the funds for the organization of CAN 2008, adding that he had a meeting with the Ministry of Finance and reiterated the problems that will occur because Ghana was in HIPIC. A member of Mr. Woyome's legal team, lawyer Musa Ahmed, also told the media in an interview that the case involves the provision of proof with loads of documents. He said he, however, believes that his client is on course. The case has been adjourned to Monday, May 19th, 2014.
The opposition New Patriotic Party will boycott the ongoing National Economic Forum, which began yesterday. According to the national chairman of the NPP, Paul Afoko, his executive received official notification of the forum only last Friday, making the dialogue on the economy a potentially one-sided affair. He also described the forum as nothing but a facade intended to rubber stamp International Monetary Fund and World Bank reforms that will see significant retrenchment in the public sector. He said these at a press conference here in Accra.
The opposition New Patriotic Party has rubbished the ongoing National Economic Forum as a public relations gimmick intended to rubber stamp harsh reforms set by the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank as a precondition for a bailout. Flanked by other national executives and the minority caucus in Parliament, the chairman of the party, Paul Afoko, also accused government of failing to notify the opposition of the forum in due time.
How can the government call stakeholders to such an important forum at such short notice and expect any meaningful contribution in this national discourse? This is a clear manifestation that the government is just being disingenuous and that the supposed National Economic Forum is really intended to be a PR gimmick calculated to keep the people of Ghana in the dark about the real state of the economy.
Minority Leader Owusu-Ansah Bonsu chastised government for putting the cart before the horse by adopting economic reforms without consensus before calling for a national dialogue on the state of the economy.
This forum is supposed to dialogue on medium-term agenda for the government. Here we have the opening paragraph indicating to the world that the government has already done that. They've adopted their own comprehensive stabilization and reform program for the medium term, 2014 to 2017. So what are they going to discuss? Is it a fair company? Clearly, that is the position that government is indicating to Ghanaians, even before the people invited go to assemble.
Speaking in an interview with TV Africa News, General Secretary Kwabena Japon advised government to do the right thing by properly engaging all stakeholders in any debate on the economy.
Now, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana has called for the scrapping of the teachers' rationalization policy, according to the president of the coalition, Ernest Opoku, until the government is ready to pay transfer grants and transportation allowances for teachers transferred to rural areas. The policy must be put on hold. The association has also given the government a 2-day ultimatum to pay all arrears owed members, else they will embark on a demonstration and subsequently stop work. This was disclosed as a press conference here in Accra.
Just recently, the National Association of Graduate Teachers announced its decision to embark on a strike action if its members' concerns about salaries and pension scheme are not properly addressed by government. Today, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers Ghana, CCT, has also cried out loud their frustrations in relation to the poor handling of their second-tier pension scheme, delay in paying incremental credit arrears for 2011 and 2012, and the non-payment of transfer grant to teachers. Speaking at a press conference in Accra, the president of the coalition, Ernest Opoku, bemoaned the way and manner teachers are being treated in the country, adding that it was about time teachers are given the due respect for what they do.
The situation where a teacher works for more than 1 year, sometimes 2 years, even after going through promotion, and government says, I have taken a decision to pay only 3 months. It's not fair. We, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers, think the maladroit policy sent a signal to the teacher that his work has become unimportant. Can the government do this to the military or the health worker? Ghana would have witnessed an immediate disaster. But because the protestation of teachers do not result in immediate consequences, government takes us for granted.
The association has given the government a 2-day ultimatum to resolve all issues concerning the welfare of teachers, else they will join the NAGRAT to embark on series of demonstrations and a subsequent strike action to drum home their demands.
On Thursday, 15th of May 2014, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers and teachers in Ghana will fully support the demonstration being organized by our sister union, NAGRAT. On 16th of May 2014, the Coalition of Concerned Teachers will organize another mammoth demonstration in Kumasi, effective 16th of May, which is Friday, the same day, 2014. The Coalition of Concerned Teachers is declaring a nationwide strike action, and for these reasons, all teachers, let me emphasize, all teachers should lay down their tools starting 16th May 2014.
Residents of Ketekrachi in the Volta region are alarmed by the dwindling volumes of water in the Volta Lake. Checks by TV Africa News revealed the exposure of several tree stumps which were until recently submerged by water. Experts blame the phenomenon on a dreadful drought that has been hitting the area recently.
These tree stumps that were submerged when the Volta was damped in the 1960s are rare seen in this form. Western yearly drought that hit parts of the Ketekrachi district has exposed the trees, and they look like spears and traps waiting to pierce unsuspecting people cruising on the lake in wooden boats. Residents blame the situation on the dry season, but for them, one thing which remains uncertain is whether the lake will regain its former volumes. The tree stumps, which do not only serve as breeding, nursery, and feeding grounds for fish in the lake, also prevent trawling and dragging of fish nets, as well as protect the fauna in the lake against predators. Our cameras captured the canoes which used to float on the lake when the fishermen took a break from fishing expeditions, now on bare ground. The banks of the man-made lake have been stretched by the dwindling volumes of the water. Worryingly, heavy plastic waste, which could choke aquatic life, has polluted the lake. Clifford Owusu-Ansah is a farm manager at Richie Plantation, and he explains the impact of the drought on activities of his project, which is sited in the locality.
It's just the dry spell, yeah. But of course, we always make sure that the water is readily available for the plants. And as you can see, we have pipes, PVC pipes that are laid from the nursery to the water site there. And almost every week or two, we have to get more PVCs. As the lake extends back, then we lay our pipes into the lake as well.
Well, that is all time will allow us for the news this morning. Join the news team at midday for more.
All right, Kofi, thank you very much.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for that. All right, so Joni Awulelate takes us through sports next. So Kwesi Appiah has finally named his provisional 26-man squad. Sports is next. Stay with us.